As you know, I do have, we do have a board action item for, to accept my resignation for the purpose of retirement. So I just would like to take an opportunity to thank all the people, and I really appreciate Amanda putting this picture together with various activities that I've been a part of all throughout the district. That one on the top is actually my daughter, who was here for Military Appreciation Night at Orange High School. And the kid on the right picture is Joe Bajorkman. He sent me an email today actually thanking or congratulating me, and I let him know there was a picture of him in this presentation. So he's the Berlin High School graduate. He was in the first graduating class from Berlin. But I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the people who have helped and supported me during my 20 years in Olentangy, and most specifically during my time as superintendent. You know, I'd like to begin by thanking the 4 board members who initially voted to make me the first internal candidate to be promoted to superintendent. And that would be Mr. Kevin O'Brien, Board Vice President Dave King, Mr. Roger Bartz, and Mrs. Julie Wagner-Fiesel. So thank you. I've also had the honor to work with Mrs. Patrick, so thank you for being here as well. Obviously, Dr. Wallach, Dr. Wise, Mr. Lester, and Dr. Daberco. I've always been very appreciative of how all of our boards have supported me, supported our leadership team, supported our staff, our students, and the community. Most importantly, you've challenged me and held me and the leadership team to the highest standard possible, because that's what our students and staff deserve. That challenge fueled me and our team to always try our best to meet your expectations in every way possible. We have a great district, because we've always had outstanding boards of education who represent the entire community and work to serve the best interest of our students. So thank you. Thank you for your service and your leadership, and for giving me this opportunity. In 1998, Earl Fote was the principal of Bexley High School, and he gave me my first job as an administrator. And I worked with Earl for 2 years, and he really taught me a lot about how to do this job of school administration. So I actually got a call from him today and was very appreciative of Earl. I wouldn't have had the opportunity to work in Olentangy if it hadn't been for Olentangy principal, Mrs. Mindy Fari. Mindy was an incredible educational leader and a better friend. So thank you, Mindy, for giving me the opportunity to be your assistant and begin my career here in Olentangy. Excuse me. I know, Mr. O'Brien, you're going to make fun of me. No, I think I have a cold. So I have a cold or something. Our current success as a district has been built on the work of many in the past. I like to say often that I stand on the shoulders of giants when I think about the past superintendents who gave me the opportunity to learn and grow into this position today. Dr. Bill Reimer was the superintendent who hired me, and I think the person who really set us on our path to becoming a highly successful suburban school district. Dr. Scott Davis gave me the opportunity to be the principal at Liberty High School, and while we worked together for far too short of a time, I learned a great deal from him. And Dr. Wade Lucas brought me to central office to learn the whole district perspective, and has had the most profound impact on my work. I learned far too much from Wade to mention in this short time, but his support and encouragement are what got me here today. Having been in the district for 20 years has afforded me the opportunity to work with an incredible group of bus drivers, food service workers, aides, custodians, maintenance workers, field techs, clerical staff, support staff, teachers, and administrators. And I'd like to mention so many people individually, because so many of you hold such a special place in my heart, but obviously that is simply not possible. I hope you know that as I'm saying these words, I'm seeing so many of your smiling faces. I know you all give everything you have each and every day to facilitate maximum learning and to care for our students. So thank you for your work and support of me and our district. I work most closely with the leadership of the 4 associations we have in the district, so I do want to mention Mrs. Sue Capretta, Mr. Rob Comstock, Mr. Kevin Vageloff, and Ms. Elaine Eddy. Thank you. Thank you. The work you do for your members is inspirational and instrumental to our success as a district. To our entire community, thank you. Our district has seen unprecedented growth, which has required unprecedented support at the ballot. Time and time again, you've stepped up and voted to support our district as we've become the fourth largest and highest performing district in the state. So to the army of volunteers who did the work necessary to pass those issues over the past 30 years, your impact on our district is immeasurable. We've had a number of exceptionally strong leaders perform the work necessary to organize and lead our campaigns. These people gave their time and talent to inform the community on the needs of our district and help build the great district we have today. So I'd specifically like to thank Sue Mahler, Mark Ionata, Tracy McDowell, Carol Dornbell, Emily Robinson, Holly Hansen, Dean Prawl, and Steve Kuckler for many great years of service to our students, staff, and our community. To our parents, our students' first and most important teachers, you make all the difference in your child's education. You send us your children every day, you have high expectations of them, and you have even higher expectations of our staff. The partnership we have with you in supporting our students along their educational journey, both academically and socially, creates the outcomes we achieve together. To our students, thank you. Thank you for providing me the inspiration to wake up every day and be happy to come to work for you. Our students continually amaze me in so many ways, as you saw tonight. I hope you all know how seriously everyone in the organization takes our responsibility to facilitate maximum learning for every student. It's what you all deserve. I have every confidence in the future of our district, our state, and our nation because I have faith in our students. The final set of people I want to talk about are my family, which includes my personal family and my work family. My work family includes Mrs. Michelle Cox, Mr. Randy Wright, Mr. Todd Meyer, Dr. Jack Fetty, and Mrs. Krista Davis. Michelle and I have been together since 2006. Michelle, 2006, you've been putting up with me. And I could not have ever done any of this without you. Everything about you has been a joy to work with. I can't think of a time I've not been proud to work with you. Michelle's dedication to our district, our board, and our staff, and to me personally, is her most redeeming quality, and it should never be taken for granted. I'll always cherish our friendship and our time together. I love you, Michelle. I do. I get you crying. There you go. I often say the best thing that happened when I became the superintendent was I had the opportunity to build an entire leadership team from scratch, and we as a district could not have done any better than this team. Individually, their talents are impressive as each work to serve in their leadership roles within the district, but collectively, as a team, the way they function is simply amazing. They challenge me and each other to perform to the highest level possible. They hold me and each other accountable for every decision while constantly assessing our success and opportunities to continually grow and improve. I know you value each other and me, and your loyalty to our board, our district, and me truly makes you special. I really would love to mention something specifically about each of you individually, but it is as a team that I value you the most, and I'll always appreciate all that each of you has done for me, and I will value our friendship and our time together. I love you, team. Go team. Excuse me. As for my personal family, I have to start by thanking my parents who inspired me to become a teacher. They were both successful public school teachers. My father for 31 years as a teacher, coach, and athletic director, and I was always inspired by the relationships he had with his students. My mother worked for 50 years as a teacher, principal, and college professor. She was actually my principal for 1 year when I was teaching and also the head football coach. And after a 1-9 season, my grandfather told me, you better get better or Christmas is going to be really bad the year she has to fire you. So I decided I needed to look for a new job on my own. I was actually at the school first, so my mom was a high school principal in an era when it was very rare for a female to be in administration, especially at the high school level. So I have a great deal of respect for the way she did her job. My family and I have lived in the district for 19 years. My children experienced a cumulative 37 years of Olentangy education, and I could not be prouder of the people that they've become. I appreciate that they're all thriving in their chosen professions and that they are off my payroll. I know it wasn't always easy having their father work for the district, especially when I was making snow day decisions, but they seem to carry the burden well. And to my wife, Katie, who's worked for the district for 18 years, and in my humble opinion, is one of the best teachers we have. Her decision to retire from teaching will be more of a loss to the district than me. She inspires me every day by how much she cares for the success of her students. And for as great as she is a teacher, she's an even better mother and wife. Her patience, kindness, and gentle, caring spirit are the glue of our family. I know it wasn't always easy being married to the superintendent, and I appreciate you serving as the First Lady of Olentangy. Katie, I'll always love you. Sorry. So in closing, some people know that I'm actually a fan of Broadway musicals, and if you didn't, I'm sure you're surprised to hear that. One of my favorites is Wicked, because I love the song For Good. I always requested it from our choir director, Doug O'Neill, to have it as the commencement song while I was a principal at Liberty, because I love the line, "Because I knew you, I have been changed for good." I think it captured the relationship that I wanted to have with my students, my staff, and our community. So in closing, because I knew all of you, I have been changed for good, and I hope you feel the same. Thank you.